What if I told you that every setback in your life is actually a setup for a comeback? What if there was an ancient formula that could transform your worst failures into your greatest strengths? The Stoics discovered that obstacles aren't roadblocks. They're the raw material for building unshakable resilience. Stay with me, because this practice is about to turn every challenge in your life into an opportunity for growth. Welcome back to Daily Stoic Insights. This is episode 7 of our transformative series, How to Think Like a Stoic. If you've been building your Stoic mindset with us, you know that resilience is the foundation of everything. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications on, because today's episode could change how you see every challenge for the rest of your life. Welcome back, modern Stoics. I hope you've been applying the decision-making framework from episode 6. Today we're tackling something that determines whether you thrive or just survive: resilience. I used to be devastated by setbacks. A rejection would crush me for weeks. A failure would make me question everything. A criticism would send me into a spiral of self-doubt. I thought resilient people were just naturally tougher than me. Then I discovered what the Stoics taught about adversity, and everything changed. Marcus Aurelius faced plagues, wars, and betrayals, yet wrote some of the most inspiring philosophy in history. Seneca lost his fortune multiple times and faced exile, yet remained grateful and wise. Epictetus endured slavery and disability, yet became one of the most influential teachers of all time. They didn't just survive their challenges, they used them to become stronger, wiser, and more compassionate. Today, you're going to learn their exact methods for turning obstacles into opportunities. Here's what I want to give you today: Marcus Aurelius's obstacle to opportunity formula that works for any setback, Seneca's technique for finding the gift in every challenge, and Epictetus's method for building antifragility, becoming stronger through stress. Plus, I'll show you the one mindset shift that transforms victims into victors. This isn't about positive thinking. It's about practical resilience. Understanding Stoic resilience philosophy. Let me start with a story that will change how you see obstacles. Picture Marcus Aurelius receiving news that his most trusted general has betrayed him, leading a rebellion that threatens the empire. His advisors are panicking, suggesting desperate measures. How did Marcus respond? He wrote in his journal, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Instead of seeing the betrayal as a disaster, he saw it as an opportunity to demonstrate leadership, to test his principles under pressure, and to show the empire what true character looks like. He used the obstacle to become a better leader and a stronger person. The Stoic understanding of adversity. The Stoics had a revolutionary insight. Adversity isn't something that happens to you, it's something that happens for you. Every challenge is a training opportunity. Every setback is a setup for growth. Every obstacle is raw material for building character. Here's their framework. External events are neutral. Nothing that happens to you is inherently good or bad. A job loss isn't automatically negative. It might lead to a better opportunity. A relationship ending isn't automatically tragic. It might free you to find true love. The meaning comes from your response, not the event itself. Character is built through challenge, just like muscles grow stronger under resistance. Character develops through adversity. Easy times don't build resilience. Difficult times do. Obstacles reveal opportunities. Every problem contains the seeds of its own solution. Every setback reveals new possibilities. Every closed door points toward an open one. Marcus Aurelius's obstacle to opportunity formula. Step 1. Accept what happened. Don't waste energy denying reality or wishing things were different. What happened, happened. Your power lies in your response, not in changing the past. Step 2. Find the lesson. Ask, what is this situation trying to teach me? How can this make me stronger, wiser, or more compassionate? Step 3. Identify the opportunity. Look for the hidden gift in the challenge. What new possibilities does this create? What doors might this open? Step 4. Take virtuous action. Respond with wisdom, justice, courage, and self-discipline. Use the obstacle as a chance to practice virtue. Step 5. Grow through the process, let the challenge transform you. Emerge stronger, wiser, and more resilient than before. Seneca's technique for finding the gift. Seneca, who faced exile, loss of fortune, and eventual execution, developed this practice. The gratitude reframe: for every setback, find something to be grateful for. Lost your job? Be grateful for the skills you developed, the people you met, the opportunity to find something better. The strength discovery ask: what strengths am I discovering in myself through this challenge? What capabilities am I developing that I didn't know I had? The preparation perspective view current challenges as preparation for future ones. Seneca wrote, "Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end." This difficulty is preparing you for something greater. The service opportunity: look for ways your experience can help others. Your struggle might be exactly what someone else needs to hear about to get through their own challenge. Epictetus's method for building antifragility. Epictetus understood something profound. You can become stronger through stress, not just despite it. Here's his approach. The training perspective view: every challenge as training. Athletes don't complain about resistance training. They know it makes them stronger. Treat life's challenges the same way. The character building focus ask: how is this situation building my character? What virtues am I practicing? How am I becoming the person I want to be? The control application: apply the dichotomy of control to every setback. Focus on what you can control: your response, your effort, your attitude. And let go of what you can't: the outcome, other people's actions, external circumstances. The identity strengthening: use challenges to clarify and strengthen your identity. Who are you when things get tough? What do you stand for when it's difficult to stand? Practical applications for modern setbacks. Job loss or career setbacks: instead of seeing unemployment as failure, see it as redirection. Ask, what is this pointing me toward? What skills do I need to develop? What opportunities am I now free to pursue? Relationship endings: instead of viewing breakups as rejection, see them as liberation. Ask, what did I learn about myself? What do I want in future relationships? How can I become a better partner? Health challenges: instead of seeing illness as punishment, see it as education. Ask, what is my body teaching me? How can I take better care of myself? What really matters in life? Financial difficulties: instead of viewing money problems as catastrophe, see them as clarification. Ask, what do I actually need versus want? How can I be more resourceful? What values matter more than money? Common resilience mistakes. Mistake 1. Trying to stay positive. Resilience isn't about forced positivity. It's about realistic optimism, acknowledging the challenge while focusing on your response. Mistake 2. Avoiding difficult emotions. Don't suppress grief, anger, or fear. Feel them, learn from them, then choose your response. Mistake 3. Comparing your struggles. Your challenges are valid regardless of what others are going through. Don't minimize your experience by comparing it to others. Mistake 4. Expecting linear progress. Resilience building isn't a straight line. You'll have setbacks in your setbacks. That's normal and part of the process. The science behind Stoic resilience. Post-traumatic growth research studies by Dr. Richard Tedeschi show that people who experience significant challenges often report increased appreciation for life, deeper relationships, greater personal strength, enhanced spiritual development, new possibilities and opportunities. Cognitive reframing studies research demonstrates that people who reframe challenges as opportunities show lower stress hormones, better immune function, faster recovery from setbacks, higher life satisfaction, greater achievement over time. Antifragility research studies inspired by Nassim Taleb's work show that systems, including people, that experience controlled stress become stronger and more adaptable than those that don't. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, this sounds good in theory, but what about really devastating setbacks? Great question. I'm about to show you how the Stoics handled their worst challenges: exile, death of loved ones, and life-threatening situations. Plus, I promised you the scientific research on post-traumatic growth. Keep watching. This is where theory becomes life-changing practice. Handling devastating setbacks. Seneca's exile. Finding freedom in constraint. When Emperor Claudius exiled Seneca to Corsica, he could have become bitter and resentful. Instead, he used the time to write some of his greatest works and develop deeper philosophical insights. He wrote, "Every change of fortune affects either our person or our possessions. A wise man is prepared for either." Marcus Aurelius and the Antonine Plague. When a devastating plague swept through the Roman Empire, killing millions, Marcus Aurelius didn't retreat to safety. He stayed in Rome, organized relief efforts, and used the crisis to demonstrate leadership. He wrote, "Confine yourself to the present." Epictetus and physical disability. Born with a physical disability and later injured further during slavery, Epictetus could have focused on his limitations. Instead, he focused on what he could control: his mind, his responses, his teachings. He became one of history's most influential philosophers. Advanced resilience techniques. The Seneca premeditation practice. Regularly imagine facing various challenges before they happen. This isn't negative thinking, it's mental preparation. When difficulties rise, you're ready because you've already mentally rehearsed your response. The Marcus Aurelius perspective shift. When facing a setback, zoom out. How will this matter in a year? How does this compare to what others throughout history have faced? What would this look like to someone from a different culture or time period? How might this be preparing me for future challenges? The Epictetus role clarification during difficult times. Clarify your roles and responsibilities. As a human being, what do I owe to myself and others? As a family member, how can I be supportive and strong? As a citizen, how can I contribute to the common good? As a person with unique talents, how can I serve? Building anti-fragile systems. Physical anti-fragility. Exercise regularly to build strength reserves. Practice controlled discomfort, cold showers, fasting. Maintain good health habits as a foundation. Mental anti-fragility. Read challenging books that expand your thinking. Engage with people who disagree with you respectfully. Practice meditation and mindfulness. Learn new skills regularly. Emotional anti-fragility. Practice the Stoic exercises regularly. Build strong, supportive relationships. Develop multiple sources of meaning and purpose. Cultivate gratitude and perspective. Financial anti-fragility. Live below your means. Develop multiple income streams. Build emergency funds. Invest in skills that can't be taken away. The 7-Day Resilience Building Challenge. Day 1. Setback Inventory. List the major setbacks you've faced in your life. For each one, identify at least one positive outcome or lesson that resulted from it. Day 2. Current Challenge. Reframe. Take a current challenge you're facing and apply Marcus Aurelius's formula. What lesson might this contain? What opportunity might it reveal? Day 3. Strength Discovery. Reflect on your past challenges. What strengths did you discover in yourself? What capabilities did you develop? How are you stronger now because of what you've been through? Day 4. Gratitude in Adversity. Practice Seneca's gratitude reframe. Find something to be grateful for in your current challenges. How might these difficulties be serving you? Day 5. Premeditation practice. Spend 10 minutes imagining facing a potential future challenge. How would you want to respond? What virtues would you practice? How could you grow through it? Day 6. Service opportunity. Think about how your experiences with adversity could help others. How might your struggles prepare you to serve? What wisdom have you gained that others need? Day 7. Integration and planning. Reflect on the week. How has your perspective on challenges changed? Create a personal resilience plan for future setbacks. Creating your personal resilience protocol. My resilience mantras. When facing obstacles. Underscore, 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 underscore. When feeling overwhelmed. Underscore, 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 underscore. When questioning my strength. Underscore, 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 underscore. My challenge response process. Accept what happened. Find the lesson. Identify the opportunity. Take virtuous action. Grow through the process. My support systems. People I can talk to. Underscore, 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 underscore. Practices that center me. Underscore, 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 underscore. Resources that inspire me. Underscore, 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 underscore. My growth mindset reminders. This challenge is building my character. I am stronger than I know. Every setback contains a setup for growth. I choose my response to what happens. The compound effect of Stoic resilience. Week 1. You start seeing challenges as opportunities for growth. Week 2. You develop confidence in your ability to handle difficulties. Week 3. You begin looking for lessons and gifts in setbacks. Month 2. You notice you're less stressed by problems and more focused on solutions. Month 3. You realize you're actually grateful for some of your past challenges. Month 6. You develop what Stoics called preferred indifference to external circumstances. You prefer things to go well, but you're not devastated when they don't. We're getting to the most powerful part now. I'm about to share the exact words Marcus Aurelius wrote during his darkest moments, plus a simple practice that can transform any setback into a setup for success. And at the end, I have an exciting preview of Episode 8, where we'll explore Stoic leadership and how to influence others through character rather than force. Marcus Aurelius's exact words during crisis. Here's what Marcus Aurelius wrote in his meditations during the plague, wars, and betrayals. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. The best revenge is not to be like your enemy. Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. And during his darkest moments, confine yourself to the present. The universe is transformation. Our life is what our thoughts make it. Loss is nothing else but change, and change is nature's delight. At dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, I have to go to work as a human being. The Setback-to-Success transformation practice. Here's a simple but powerful practice you can use with any challenge. Step 1. The acceptance statement. Say, this happened. I cannot change it. I can only choose my response. Step 2. The learning question. Ask, what is this situation trying to teach me about life, about myself, about what matters? Step 3. The opportunity search. Look for, what new possibilities does this create? What doors might this open? How might this redirect me towards something better? Step 4. The virtue practice. Decide, how can I respond to this with wisdom, justice, courage, and self-discipline? Step 5. The growth commitment. Commit, I will use this challenge to become stronger, wiser, and more compassionate. Your personal resilience manifesto. Based on everything we've covered, create your resilience manifesto. I understand that challenges are not punishments, but opportunities for growth. I will not waste energy fighting reality, but will focus on my response to what happens. I will look for lessons in every setback, gifts in every challenge, and strength in every struggle. I will use adversity to build character, develop wisdom, and deepen compassion. I will emerge from every challenge stronger than I entered it. I am antifragile. I grow stronger through stress, not despite it. The ultimate Stoic truth about resilience. Here's what Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus all understood. Resilience isn't about avoiding challenges. It's about transforming them. You can't control what happens to you, but you can always control what happens in you. Every obstacle is an opportunity to practice virtue. Every setback is a chance to grow stronger. Every challenge is raw material for building character. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, the impediment of action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. The practical results of Stoic resilience. When you consistently apply these principles, you become less stressed by problems and more focused on solutions. You develop confidence in your ability to handle whatever life brings. You start seeing challenges as opportunities rather than threats. You build a reputation as someone others can count on during difficult times. you develop unshakable inner strength that no external circumstance can touch. What's coming in Episode 8? Next week, we're diving into Stoic leadership, how to influence others through character rather than force. I'll show you Marcus Aurelius' principles for leading with virtue, Seneca's techniques for inspiring others, and Epictetus's methods for teaching through example. Whether you're leading a team, a family, or just yourself, this episode will transform how you think about influence and impact. Before you go, I want you to make a commitment that could change how you handle every challenge for the rest of your life. First, hit that like button. And here's why this matters. Every like tells YouTube that content about resilience and growth deserves to be seen in a world that often focuses on problems rather than solutions. You're voting for strength over victimhood, for growth over stagnation. Second, I want you to comment with this phrase: I grow stronger through challenges. But here's what I want you to do. Think of one current challenge you're facing, and as you type those words, commit to finding the opportunity for growth in that situation. Third, share this video with someone who's going through a tough time. Maybe someone who's lost a job, ended a relationship, or facing health challenges. You could literally help them see their setback as a setup for something better. And if you haven't subscribed yet, remember, this series is building your mental and emotional strength for whatever life brings. Don't miss the tools that could transform how you handle every challenge. Come back next week and tell me about your resilience practice. I want to hear how you reframed a challenge, what strength you discovered in yourself, and what opportunities you found in obstacles. Remember, you are stronger than you know, more resilient than you think, and more capable than you imagine. Every challenge is a chance to prove it to yourself. I'll see you in Episode 8. Until then, grow stronger.